It's based on the Shar Bitachon of the Chavod Levod, this daily dose of Bitachon. They bring very nice stories together with a good Musar point. So the author was Rabbi Sutton. He starts over here reading bits and pieces from the Sefer Musar of Rabbi Zino Abba Shaul. It's called Chokhmah Musar. So over there, he brings a very beautiful idea, which is that a person wants bitachon. Why? One of the benefits you get is menuchat hanefesh. Menuchat hanefesh is hard to translate, but it basically is tranquility. It's a sense of no worry, no stress, because I know I'm in good hands. So therefore, a person will imagine how he feels. Let's say he married off his children, he got that off his back, or let's say a person feels that, I just made a good profit in business, and everybody's healthy, and I'm sitting on a Sunday enjoying with my family members. Everything's good. I feel tranquility. I feel like everything's great. So therefore, we have to always remember that the bitachon will give us that feeling, and therefore we should go and stick to it, and therefore that will give us motivation to try to stick to it. But a person a lot of times goes through stress and it takes it away from him, it robs him of that tranquility. How do you get it back? And therefore that's where we have to utilize the trust in Hashem. As the Pasuk says, he brings the Pasuk, Ru'u ki Hashem natan lachem et ha-Shabbat, al ken u'ten lachem b'yom ha-shishi lechem yomayim. Pasuk in Shemot says, Hashem gave you the law, the mitzvah of Shabbat, and that's why on Friday he gave you double portion. What is this, the secret behind this Pasuk? And Rabbi Zion explains that every time Hashem gives us a mitzvah, you should know He gives us the ability to have what we need to have in order to do the mitzvah. He gives the prerequisites for the mitzvah. You say, Hashem, how am I going to do this mitzvah? I need a car, I need money, I need a house, I need to be able to raise my kids properly, I need all these tools. Hashem who commands us, He doesn't command us on purpose, and He says, I commanded you to do the mitzvah, but I didn't give you the means how to do it. You're stuck now, you can't do the mitzvah. No, Hashem always gives us whatever we need to do the mitzvah. So if Hashem commanded us to do the mitzvah, He commanded us to be in this situation, He obviously also will provide for us the tools and what we need to do this mitzvah. As an example, mashal they give, imagine a new employee comes and he's hired by a big firm. In the city he goes, and it's this big building in the 50th floor. He comes in, he's excited, he's going to work for this big firm, and they say, come the first day, we're going to give you a place to work. So he comes in, you see him running through, holding a heater, holding a chair, holding a small pack of printer paper. And the boss says, what in the world are you doing? What are you bringing all these random gadgets over here? And he says, listen, I don't know what you're going to provide me. I don't know what my office has. So I brought the stuff, in case. So hopefully I'll have, if I need heat, I'll have heat. If I need paper, I have paper. If I need a chair, I have a chair. And he says, are you foolish? This is such an embarrassment. This is what you think of us? This is what you treat this firm as? You think we're a joke? You bring all this stuff? It's a shame to us. So if we have to feel the same way. When a person comes to do a service of Hashem, you think, but how am I going to do this? And how am I going to do that? With which money? And with which ability? And with which house? And with which car? And how am I going to do this mitzvah? Hashem left me hanging. Hashem says, are you serious? You think I command you in this mitzvah and I expect you to bring all these things on your own? That I'm going to leave you hanging and not give you all these things that you need? You think I'm this kind of person? So it's not good to be nervous when Hashem commands us to do the mitzvah and we think, how am I going to pass this test? It's not enough. We're going to be shaming Hashem, we're going to offending Hashem if we think that Hashem commanded us and He left us hanging and He's not going to provide for us whatever we need. So therefore, a person has to remind himself that the more you make yourself the servant of Hashem, so then automatically the servant has everything, the amenities that the palace has. Person focuses on, I need the money, I need the house, I need the car, I need this. So you're focusing on the amenities. But if you would focus on just being a servant of Hashem, so the servant also lives with the king. The servant also gets the amenities of the palace. You just have to focus on being the servant of Hashem, and of course Hashem will provide for you everything you need. As the Magar Masechet Kiddushin says, Rav Shimon Bar Elazar says, I never saw an animal have to go work a day in his life. He always gets provided everything. HaKadosh Baruch Hu created him in this world, an elephant. He just eats, sleeps, procreates, goes to the bathroom, he runs around, he goes to look for food, and Hashem gives them whatever they need year after year. They do not go extinct. If you go, we said this many times, the African elephant in the zoo, they'll ask how much does it cost to maintain him, to keep him alive, and to give him whatever he needs. $60,000 a year. $60,000 a year for one elephant in the zoo, to upkeep, to clean, to bring the veterinarian to go and tell him to make him get what he never needs. $60,000 a year, and Hashem gives all of them. Running in the tundra in Africa, 60,000 clean every year, doing nothing. Says Rav Shimon Bar Elazar, you think a human who is a Jew who serves Hashem, has a relationship, Hashem will leave him hanging? Hashem will say, I wouldn't give him whatever he needs? Rather, he will. As the Rambam says, there's no reward for mitzvah in this world. So how can Hashem provide for us all these beautiful things? He says, because the Gemara says, a reward for a mitzvah It's a mitzvah. Schar mitzvah, mitzvah. How am I going to do another mitzvah if I don't have money, if I don't have all these things I need? So therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, do my mitzvah, focus on mitzvah, and you get everything you need on the way. Don't worry about that stuff. If you worry about that stuff, you're just killing yourself. You're not going to sleep at night well. So therefore, just focus on the mitzvah, and Hashem will provide for you double the day before.